The author of the MBTI instrument, Isabel Briggs Myers, realized that people with the same personality type sometimes behave quite differently, and she believed that each of the four dichotomies, meaning each of the four acronyms in the MBTI personality, is made up of different parts. She called them facets. So in the 1940s, she began to work on a tool that would identify the individual differences within each of these 16 types. The first facet between the judging and perceiving is how these individuals are going to organize their tasks, events, and just life in general. A judging personality is more systematic, and this is the core of their personality. They like to have order in their home, their work, and even in their leisure life. They are great planners and organizers, and they will even perform tasks in a very systematic way. A casual facet is related to a perceiver. They are very good going with the flow of the life. They're very spontaneous and they deal well with surprises. They really are very laid back and they like to keep their options open. Within the leisure and the daily plans, and even being future-oriented, we're going to look at these two facets. A judger is very planning organized. They like to have a plan well in advance because they are future-oriented, and this is going to include their holidays, their family, their vacations, even their daily plans. Whereas a perceiver is more open-ended. They're more present-focused, which means that they like to be unscheduled and they like to be flexible. They don't like the feeling of the plans being constricting. Within deadlines and time pressures, a judging person is going to be an early starter. They are someone who is stressed when they work right up to the deadline, so they start early and they're going to complete their tasks one at a time, and they always finish with enough room so that they could do some last-minute refining and correcting and pondering on what they have done. A perceiver is more pressure-oriented. They're going to come up with some ideas in advance, but they really do their best work when they have an energetic burst or a creative burst of energy, and that generally comes right before the deadline. It's almost as if they are being fed by the stress of the situation. Daily scheduling. A judger is more scheduled than a perceiver. The judger fits someone who is comfortable with security and likes tried and true routines. They're very routine oriented because they are reliable and they like to reduce chaos in their life. A perceiver is more spontaneous. They don't really worry about chaos. They enjoy the variety and whatever unexpected thing may come into their environment. And they like to be able to do things than to be restricted, because restriction for them equals monotony. In the ordering and the sequence of their personalities, a judger is more methodical. They organize everything. They organize everything from their home to a project to materials to people. Everything is planned and has a very strategic fashion. A perceiver is more emergent. They like to enjoy problem solving on the fly, and although they look as if they have very great improvised plans, they believe that the instructions that come with a furniture kit, for instance, might be a little bit of a waste of paper because they prefer to do things their very own way.